Throughout the day today, we're going to have panels on different forms of modernization, everything from connected government to innovation to infrastructure or enterprise services. And I urge you to really see how you fit in that, because this theme and how we're changing our mindset around how we're operating on projects is the future, I believe, for how we're going to approach the state. So this is a definition. I'd be interested in if this matches your definition of modernization. But you notice that the focus here, where is the focus of this definition? Is it on technology?
Customer experience.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. That's the shift we're seeing. You know, traditionally it's, well, I got to get off my legacy systems. I got to modernize my old systems. And it became this IT thing, right? Replace, rinse and repeat, replace, replace, replace. Now we're shifting to what's the customer experience? And what is the customer experience in the state of Washington right now? When they come to the state and they want critical services from us, what is that experience today? Say it, louder.
Losing and bifurcated.
Right. And we should care about that, right? Not just our state friends here, but our industry friends. We should care about that. Why are our residents suffering when they come to us for services? It's not okay. And there's a lot of projects we're doing right now to change that have this focus of customer experience. It's exciting, but it's a huge shift from what we traditionally did. A principle, intense focus on the customer experience. And what do we mean by that? That means we actually ask our customers what their experience is. And we don't say things like, we know our customers, we don't have to ask them. We go out and we talk to them and we say, what is your experience? What are the pain points you're experiencing? And you know, if you come to our some of our sessions today, you'll hear the focus groups and the surveys that we've done. And you know what the one thing they say is, we want to do business with the state. And it's really hard. It's really hard. We want to do business with the state of Washington. We want to engage with the state, but we go to multiple places to get the services we want. That's what we're hearing. That's what we're hearing. So when we talk about things like portals, where you can go to one front door and then navigate your way through and have a personalized experience, that's the kind of customer experience we want. We want the state of Washington to be Amazon Prime. How can we reimagine how we work, how we drive projects forward? We're talking about customer experience. It's wide open for innovation, wide open. We're talking about a personalized experience through a portal. Wow, what are the possibilities on that? So please, throughout the day, as industry folks and agency folks, let's think about how we can innovate and reimagine how we're serving our customers. So the great thing about modernization, I want to know if you agree with this, is you create an environment where it's very nimble and flexible and adaptive to change. You believe that? Does that work? The reason is how you're architecting the solutions. It's loosely coupled, it's components, right? You have business logic in services or APIs. When the legislature makes a change, what happens today in some of these legacy systems? You got to go into the COBOL code and find out where the heck that logic is. If your business logic is modular, you can go right to that and you're done. right? That's the environment we're trying to create with modernization, is flexible, nimble, easy to change, because our legislature is busy every year changing things. Some of the components that we're starting to see, and we actually have projects in the state that are going about their modernization in this way. It's very exciting to see, very exciting to see. A focus on user-centered design, human-centered design, user-centered design, customer experience, a real focus there, and a place to start. And talking with our customers, as I said. That's a skill set that we need to develop more in the state. I think everyone from business to IT is going to have to be experts to some degree in user-centered design. So journey mapping. See yourself in this, because this is really important. That's the vision of the new process, the target journey, not documenting the current one, the target, right? And then that drives modernization from the business perspective that supports the customer engagement piece. Make sense? Easy. And then the integrated architecture, right? The integration architecture. Not the 1,000 point-to-point thing. That's not good architecture. That's bad architecture. API gateways, microservices, right? That's where we're headed. But that integration architecture piece is so crucial to this whole thing working. And so skill set, again, you can see user-centered design skill sets, journey mapping, business process skill sets, architecture skill sets, and help with our industry partners in all these areas. Data. That should be, I could talk about that the rest of the day. If we don't have a good foundation of data, okay, what happens if we don't? Chaos? Yes. Spreadsheets. Do we know where our data is? Yeah. Apparently, that could be a right answer, unfortunately. And do we know where our sensitive data is? Tough crowd. If we don't know where our data is, and we don't know where our sensitive data is, we're in trouble. We better figure that out real fast. And then, how are we going to do this integration architecture and the new business processes and the new user-centered design, customer experience, without understanding what the data needs are and that foundation that we need? How are we going to use AI without a good data foundation? Procurement. So important that we start to evolve. So we've done this a couple times. We have one for the resident portal. We use challenge procurement. And it's exactly what the gentleman in the back said. We put the challenge statements together and a few goalpost requirements, and you all in industry innovate around those. How beautiful is that? Because the traditional way is we write 50-page RFPs or 100-page RFPs. We have to think about all the requirements, technical and business. We don't know the answer. We're putting an RFP out so you can tell us how your services and products can help us achieve and solve the problems that we need. We put challenges out there to you, and you can get your teams to innovate around that challenge, fill out an easy application. That's the future of procurement. Okay, we talked a lot about data, but here's something that really is important to understand. Is we collect a lot of data, as you know, in government. We don't use it. Very low percentage. But how should we be using our data? And I think it's the same concept as you all do in your businesses, which is what are those insights that you need to get about your customers and how they're consuming your services and products and what their experience is and what adjustments do you need to make to those products and services. If you don't have that insight, how can you make the necessary adjustments to serve us as your customers? Right? So you must have a robust data program in your companies. And if you don't, I'm sorry, it's going to be tough. Same thing for government. Do we know the experience or how the impact of our services on the people we serve? Do we actually even ask that question? So, somebody consumes a service from the state. That service should help them in whatever area of life that they're in. Some of those are critical services, health and human services, for example. We transact with them. They renew at times. Do we know if the impact of that service is changing their life? That's the importance of data analytics. It's not some cool technology that we want to play around with. This goes to how well our services are impacting the people we serve. This is huge. This is huge. Cool. This is cool. I love this. Because this whole thing, everything we've been talking about today, the one thing this will do, it will bring us all together. All together. Because when you look at the disciplines you need around each of those components and principles of modernization, we need architects, we need human-centered design folks, we need infrastructure folks, we need data folks, we need business folks, we need industry. That's the multidisciplinary team coming together to solve problems, to serve our residents in a better way. How beautiful is that?